Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome back. I am back. I know it's been such a long time and I'm very, very sorry. As I said to all the sun signs, I had a lot to focus on. Had some opportunities, walked away, everything worked out well, and what I had to focus on, I've actually completed. And it was really, really important to me that I had to take the time, to get it done. But now I'm back and I can be a little bit more consistent on the channel. So in terms of your astrology for the month of March, not much major is happening. And I say not much major, you've only really got, for you, your ruling planet Mercury is about to go retrograde on the 5th or 6th, depending where you are in the world. And as most astrologers will say, Mercury in retrograde does cause havoc. It can cause havoc to things like travel, IT, general communication and thoughts and stuff like that. One of the Mercury retrogrades last year, I really experienced it really badly with IT. So just be mindful of your communication, because obviously Mercury is your ruling planet and he is the planet of communication. Be careful when you travel, make sure you check your route well as well, because Mercury will rule over short distance travel. And generally, just go about your business as you normally would, but just be mindful over communication and just know that your ruling planet is traveling backwards, and so that could cause a little bit of disruption. Where he will affect you or how and what house of life will be different for all of us, because we all experience retrograde. But for you, or for all of us, if you check in your chart, in your birth chart, where he's going to be retrograde in, what sign is it? What sign is it off the top of my head? Mercury retrograde in... Lost it now. Oh, I had it written down here. So much information to remember. Mercury retrograde in Pisces. There we go. So he's going to retrograde in Pisces. Okay. So if you check your birth chart where Pisces rules, that will be the house of life that Mercury will be traveling backwards in, and can be drawing you back to something or your attention back to something. Okay. So let's see what's going on energetically on the tarot for you. Let's see what messages I need to channel through, what comes to me. Okay, let's see. Spirit want to tap into the energy of Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. If there's a message for Virgo, please let it be known. Please let me see it, feel it, hear it, understand it. What does the Virgo Sun sign need to know? The Queen of Cups. How many times has this lady jumped out? It's unbelievable. I don't know if it's because we're coming to the end of Pisces season, or if because we've got this new moon in Pisces coming up on the 5th. But anyway, the Queen of Cups is, representation for all the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. But taking the astrology away from it, this is an energy of nurturing, an energy of being very, very in tune with your own intuition, a very intuitive card. So we'll see if she comes out in your main spread. Okay, so first card and second card will be the issue for Virgo. Third card will be the recent past. Fourth card, that's too many here. Too many flipped over. Fourth card will be the present for Virgo. Fifth and sixth card will be the advice and guidance and potential outcome. Moving forward, again, this is another card that has jumped a lot. Seems like a lot of the sun signs are making journeys, or people are making journeys as we move from one season of winter into spring. But the Six of Swords is about forward movement, taking journeys. Sometimes it can indicate physical travel, but it's definitely about moving from something quite turbulent into calmer waters. And I hope that you guys can see the cards well, because these cards do have gold on them and they do reflect the light. But this is an energy of forward movement, coming over a challenge. It's like the first number to move forward from a challenge, which is normally 5. Okay, alright, let's see, let's get your main scoop. What we've got here, recovery. Oh gosh, yeah, it feels like for some Virgos out there, whoever this first set of messages is for, we're getting a lot of previews. There's some kind of healing some kind of forward movement and some kind of recovery. For some Virgos, it could be emotionally, as we had the Queen of Cups fall out. It could be to do with a relationship or a matter of the heart. But the Four of Swords is about recovery. As you can see, there's someone here lying down, Four of Swords around them. Four is the number of stability, and this particular suit talks about how we experience challenge in life, and also how we think as well. So it could be that for some of you there's some kind of emotional or even mental, that's too many, healing going on, that you needed to hear that message. Okay, let's get the main message for you. I'm going to go here, so really pulled here. Okay, Virgo, your bottom of the deck energy is, the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. So this is an energy of burden, doing everything by yourself, or feeling burdened, or it can work both ways as well, being a burden to someone else. We'll see how this plays out in the main spread. 10 is a number of completion as well, but the Ten of Wands is about getting to a stage where you are literally carrying everything and everyone. Alright, let's see. Three of Pentacles, there you are. The card for Virgo, the Hermit. Four of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Okay, let's take a closer look. Feels like you've had an offer, Virgo, or you may have an offer that potentially in the recent past you've kind of turned your nose up at, or you haven't been sure whether you should take it or not, or whether it's for you. Feels like this offer could be something that could be for your greater good financially, with a lot of the Pentacles suit around, or if not financially, certainly for your own security, whatever security means to you, relationship wise, job wise, house wise. If you feel secure having food in your fridge, then take it that way. We all call different things security, but it seems like this offer that has come to you or will come to you, that you maybe potentially in the future may not take up, or if it's already come and you haven't taken it up, could be a good opportunity. And I said it because you've got, there's you. Okay, so this is the card for you, the Hermit, and you've got the card of expansion as your theme. So that's why I feel like something's been offered, or there's been some kind of opportunity to maybe collaborate with someone, a situation, person, place, or thing, to expand you, or to expand, your life, or your work, or your job, or your home, or your family, or whatever. Something surrounding you, an opportunity for expansion. And in the recent past, here is like the Four of Cups, which is like the card of boredom, the card of not taking what's been offered to you. It could be for some of you, you've had this opportunity and now it's starting to bore you. For others of you, it could be that this opportunity hasn't come yet, and when it comes, for some reason, you may not wish to take it, or you may not be too sure, depending on how it resonates. But for some reason, it feels as though for those of you who've had this offer and this is already playing out, you're a bit bored, or you're not sure whether you should take it, or you're focused on something else. There's three other cups that you're focused on, and you're not focused on what's on your plate at the moment. So in that case, where you've been or what's been going on, looking forward, in the here and now, it's talking about slow and steady progress. And I feel as I'm being pushed to say, if you have not taken this opportunity because you felt burdened, or you feel like, you've got too much on your plate at the moment and you don't know if you can cope with whatever it is that's been offered to you, or the opportunity to expand in some way, they're pushing you to take your time. Take your time with it. And this could involve what's coming to me now, talking to the other person or the situation or the thing which is part of this expansion that may be causing the burden, or feeling like you're doing everything on your own, or causing you to feel like, I'm not sure whether I should take this opportunity, or whether I can continue to do this, or I'm bored, or I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Have a conversation or discuss how you're feeling with that other party, because slow, steady progress with the Knight of Pentacles is in your present position. And the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he always complete. Like, the nights are, for me anyway, they're action, movement, action we need to take, or action that's coming to us, or movement we need to take, or movement that's coming to us. And the night is the slowest of all the nights. And it's not because, he can't be bothered or he's lazy or anything like that. It's because he is the one, or she, doesn't matter who's watching this, if you're male or female, taking the general energy. The Knight of Pentacles is the energy that plans, prepares, goes over the finer details. This just screams Virgo all over it. And Virgo, like, my ascendant sign is Virgo, so I resonate with Virgo sun sign a lot. And your ascendant, if you're new to astrology or if you don't really know, your ascendant sign is the sign that the sun rose from before it settled in the sign that you know is your star sign. So, for example, I'm Aquarius. The sun rose from Virgo when I was born. Okay, you are a Virgo. The sun rose from another sign before you were born, and the ascendant sign is who they say who we truly are. Like, when people first meet us, we might come across as our ascendant sign, or when people get to know us really, really well, then they see us as our ascendant sign. And they say in astrology that as you progress or as you mature, you become more like your ascendant. But what I do know about Virgo, and I can resonate with it myself, is that Virgo likes the finer details. Virgo does not rush. Virgo likes to check, and cross-check, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. Perfectionist is what Virgo is known as, and it's true in my case. I don't know if it's true in your case, but generally for me it is. And that is a lot what the Knight of Pentacles is about. He does all that extra work, all that checking, all that planning, all that slow process to make sure when he gets to the finish line, he's done. Not like, for example, the Knight of Wands, who is so quick moving and half the time doesn't even consider what he's doing. He's in it for the journey and the adventure and the thrill, rather than being in it to succeed, which is what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. So in your present position, you're being urged to be who you are, check all the fine details and so forth, and maybe speak to whoever this situation, person, place or thing is that may be making you feel a bit burdened, or who you've been turning your nose up at, or who you've been a bit bored from, or you're not sure if you want to work with or be with or collaborate with anymore. Take slow, steady progress. Think about it before you completely disregard it, because obviously the past will lead us to where we are now. And in the past, if you've been not too sure about the situation, person, place or thing, or you've been turning your nose up at the situation, person, place or thing, or this is yet to play out in your life, in the present here, it's about doing that slowly before you completely release it. Just be sure, and I'm urging you to be sure, because in your advice and guidance position, you've got prosperity and opportunity. So whatever this opportunity is, Virgo, that maybe has been making you feel a little bit overwhelmed or burdened by, or you're not too sure about, long term it could be something that is really going to bring some kind of prosperity to you, with the King of Pentacles here. And the King of Pentacles is he is like the most secure energy, the most solid energy in every which way, from the front, the back, the top, from whichever way. The suit, Pentacles, is all about security, as you know, as I've explained. And the King, he's a court card, he's a king, so he's very established in his stability, in his security, in his finances, in his health, in his wealth. So I feel as though that security, or that high level of stability, next to your potential outcome of, the Ace of Wands opportunity, is pushing me to feel very much like and see for you that long term it might just be worth sticking at it. It may just be worth it, Virgo. And you're only really going to know that if you evaluate your situation in detail, like a true Virgo, and you take your time and you go slow and you go steady. But it feels to me like, if you are bored of something, or you're not sure about something, then really take a deeper look at it in true Virgo style and analyze it from every direction before you let it go. Okay, All right, let's see. Let's look a little bit. Can't speak properly about. Let's see what they've got to say about this opportunity, because this is the future energy and in your advice and guidance energy, and I'm getting a really good feeling looking here into the future. What I'm feeling, I'm seeing, prosperity, um, and security. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is about. What does Virgo need to know about the Ace of Wands? What's this future energy of security, stability that I'm feeling? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles has just fallen out. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Page of Swords. So, first thing to say, more Pentacles energy, more of you, more of the Earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So, the Queen of Pentacles, like the King has already got his stability. He's already secure. The Queen's energy is about being very, very resourceful, and she has got her shit together. There's no other way for me to put it. She is the kind of energy that, she knows what to do to make money, to make sure all the bills are paid, to make sure the kids are fed, to make sure the ironing's done, to make sure that the house is clean. Do you see what I mean? It's that kind of energy of being very, very resourceful, very good with her time, very good with her money, very good with gathering and making a home, is what's come to me. She is like the gatherer, and she is a card of abundance as well, a card of abundance and prosperity. This whole spread just screams, potential prosperity to me. With all, you've got nothing but pentacles, nothing but your energy, and with the King and Queen here as well, this would indicate as well surrounding this opportunity. It would indicate to me that what's coming in could be good, but in the longer term. And I will add as well, Virgo, that it could be that this is a slow burner. Do you see what I mean? What I'm getting here, what's coming to me, is that often with the Pentacle suit as well, and often with any kind of stability or security, what I see is slow burn energy. Not that rapid, quick, wands or even knight energy. Swords energy. It's slow burning. So it could be that long term this is going to be good for you, potentially, long term. But we all have free will, and what you do is obviously your free will. But the Ace of Wands is, it's opportunity, Ace. It's that divine intervention, it's that gift from the universe. And the Suit of Wands is to do with our passions and our creativity. So it could be that this opportunity that comes in, or this opportunity that you're not too sure about at the moment, long term could be something that turns into be quite passionate for you. And if this is a relationship, I will say that this relationship looks as though it could potentially have real longevity, if this resonates as a relationship. So on that shuffle, you have the Page of Swords, and for me this is the card of hearing news, like text messages, emails, even speech. It's the news bringer card for me. So feel as though you're going to hear some news, potentially to do with, because that was under the shuffle of clarification for the Ace of Wands. You're going to hear of an opportunity, or this opportunity that you have at the moment is going to bring some news to you. But either way, it looks prosperous, whether it's an opportunity, a relationship, a job, or however it resonates for you, Virgo. I would urge you to really, before you let it go, because in the recent past what I'm seeing here is, a bit of boredom or not being sure. Really have a deep look at it, okay, before you completely let it go, is what I guess is the best way for me to put it. Okay, really take a good look. Alright, what's the message for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know? What's the fortune message? What's the message for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know? What's the fortune message? There we go. Paradise. Oh, I love it, Virgo. Paradise. Your fortune message is paradise. Well, the card really speaks for itself, doesn't it? This could be a good thing for you. However this resonates, this opportunity to expansion, or this collaboration with somebody else, or this relationship with somebody else, or this job offer with somebody else, or whatever it is, whatever you've been involved in the recent past that maybe you've not been too sure about, um, you know, check it out, stick it out, look at the longer term, and just know that potentially you could be in whatever you call paradise. You know, that is your fortune message, and that is a beautiful message to have. So I think that's all I've got for you this month, Virgo. Have a wonderful month. Thank you for sticking it out and waiting for me. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for all your interaction, whether it's just dropping a comment or giving a like. Thank you if you bought something from the Spiritual Parlour store, had your readings done, or your astrology. Thank you so much. It's very, very much appreciated. Back to doing the personal readings as well. All the links, everything you need to know is below. So have a blessed month. Lots of love and light. Get through Mercury retrograde as best you can. Well, we all will, because it affects us all. And I will see you in April.